And this is also a CNN News 18 exclusive news break now. And Iran, China and Russia nexus is also being reported as Iran provides open training and political backing, Russian proximity to Hamas and the use of Chinese technology in disabling the Israeli intel. And the neighborhood making normalization with Israel is a wrong theory. And Russia, China and Iran played major role in this attack on Israel. And in fact, reports clearly state that Turkey provided explosive to Hamas only a few weeks ago. So we're getting this big breaking news that Iran, China and Russia's role is also being reported behind this attack by the Hamas group on Israel. We have CNN News 18's Abhishek Jha to give us more clarity on the role of Iran, China and Russia.
So we have seen that at least when the entire world, especially European countries, NATO allies and European Union are condemning in one voice the action of Hamas militants or the violence that has been perpetrated on Israeli territories or Israeli settlements, there has been very cautious stance taken by Russia, China and Turkey. Russia has called it a result of something that has been going on for a very long time. In fact, other countries like Saudi Arabia, which until a few days ago was looking forward to have an improved bilateral relationship with Israel, has also come in a way criticizing, if not openly, but very subtly criticizing the actions of Israeli forces or the Israeli government for the past several years that has eventually led to a scenario where this entire violence has erupted. So clearly there is a wide divide in the way this action is being seen at the world stage. But how many countries are actually supporting Hamas, not politically or diplomatically, but with ammunition, with financing, with kind of training or intelligence input? That remains to be seen, and that is something that the Israelis are right now trying to find out.
Increasingly, we have an axis of authoritarian powers that are arrayed against us. China is the dominant player in this partnership, but Vladimir Putin is a junior partner, and increasingly the Iranian regime is part of this alliance that's arrayed against Western interests, and the goal is really simple. It's to destroy global American leadership and sever our alliances and partnerships. And if you don't see that forming, I would submit that you're not paying attention to what's happening on the world stage.
中东战火令朝鲜半岛紧张局势升级。随着巴以突然爆发激烈冲突，韩国提高了国防戒备级别，韩国军队的对朝安保战略也进入紧急状态。韩国军方警告，平壤很可能突袭首尔。韩国参谋长联席会议表示，朝鲜正在准备使用与哈马斯袭击以色列相同的战术，对韩国发动突然袭击。韩国国防部长日前表示，韩国面临着比哈马斯攻击以色列更高强度的威胁。为此，韩军需要有更多的侦察监视资产，观察朝军动向。他同时表示，将推动暂停2018年签署的朝韩919军事协议，以恢复对朝鲜的前线监视。据韩联社10日报道，美国里根号核动力航母将于12日至16日停靠釜山港，增强地区威慑，防止中东的战火蔓延到朝鲜半岛。
What they realize is if every American institution is now engaging in this anti-American poison to advance their own goals, then maybe we, the CCP, can do it to advance our own goals. It's a complicated story. You're going to stay with me on this. Xi Jinping, every time he is pressed about the Uyghur human rights crisis, where there's over 1 million religious minorities enslaved in concentration camps, subject to forced sterilization, communist indoctrination, and worse, what does he say? He says that Black Lives Matter shows that the United States is no better. I'm not making that up. It's not an accident. His top diplomat comes here to the Alaska summit and lectures Tony Blinken, our compliant little puppet sitting there getting lectured by the Chinese diplomat, saying that China wants to see the U.S. do better on human rights and China wants to see the U.S. stop slaughtering, that is his word, slaughtering Black Americans. This would be laughable if it weren't for the fact that our own companies and our own schools and universities and military lend credibility to those claims. Here's how they play the game. All right, if you're Disney, they'll criticize an anti-abortion law in the state of Georgia or a good parental rights bill in the state of Florida, but without saying a peep about the actual human rights atrocity in Xinjiang, where they go to film Mulan just a couple years ago without saying a peep until the very end of the movie. You can still see it in there today where it says, we thank the local CCP authorities for allowing us to film here. That's Disney. LeBron James, same story. JP Morgan Chase, Jamie Dimon, same story. BlackRock CEO Larry Fink applying emissions caps to Chevron and Exxon, but not to PetroChina on the other side of the world. Why? Airbnb handed over Native American users as a condition for doing business in China. It's really easy answer why. It comes down